I would go with Demon Slayer. I love Berserk, man. Berserk is so good. Not My Hero.
Oh, somebody told me once, Jujutsu something.
Jitsu Kaijin.
Yeah.
As many times as I've tried to watch that one, this one.
Yeah.
I've tried to watch it. I can never really get out of the first episode, which is weird. But I would go, or Death Note is also really good. Death Note is really good. Death Note's a good one to start
Death Note, Demon Slayer.
Death Note, Demon Slayer is good.
Man, you gotta know what the OG
One
Dragon Ball
Piece?
Z. I'm telling you right now.
24 seasons, 2,300 episodes. Like, that's like, you have to know that you're in that one. Like, you have to be committed.
See, that's too much. That's too much. That's like you know, that's like you're starting out in elementary and like you're on ABC books and he's talking about, man, he's full on freaking, you know, college 2 level freaking, you know, classes. Like, nah, like you're starting out. Like, come on now. Like, okay, you can't just go right into quantum theory and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, not that one. Not that one. I'll tell you the best one is, but One Punch Man is one season stateside.
Okay.
And then Demon Slayer is only 2 seasons. And then those are two go. Oh, the other one's called this is super fantastic. It's called Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man.
Yo, Chainsaw Man is nuts, bro.
Never heard of it.
I tell you, like I was like,
that is a first.
That's anime nerd shit, bro. Chainsaw Man is good.
I'm not that deep into stuff like that, all right? And
Chainsaw Man is good.
I try, like honestly, and what I'm about to say, all right? Super controversial, and I already said it because freaking men got mad when I said this, all right? Naruto, trash.
Yo, so really? Okay, I wouldn't necessarily call it trash, but it is not supreme level anime.
All right.
Like that's.
I'm not gonna say trash, but I'll tell you what.
There's
after every episode of you Sasuke. I'm done with this dumb bitch. She don't even got no good fucking powers and shit like that. I'm done.
There's much
my
better.
My wife don't give a shit about none of that.
There's much better anime than Naruto. Yeah, for sure.
Alright guys, so we're in it. Alright, you hear it. Okay, welcome to Sweat Equity. Alright, Eric Valdez, your host, alongside Jules and Lynn. Alright. Topic about it. Exactly. Let's do it.
Alright, yeah, I'm with it.
Alright.
I love hearing the conversations before they start.
Go ahead and you weigh in. Where should Lynn
I'm
start?
trying to get into anime, guys, so I just want to know, where do I start?
I
Where
say
do I
OG,
Send me there.
Dragon Ball Z. Everybody's one true love. I don't care who you are. All right. Millennials, Gen X, all that. Dragon Ball Z is there. It has to be. It's the number, like, you know, that or like Pokemon, obviously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
You see what I mean? Like, you know,
That's cute.
We're not talking about quantum theory like Jules over here.
But you got something like.
All right, we're talking about elementary stuff right now.
Yeah,
you know, come on now. You're not.
One Punch Man.
One Punch
Man.
I got a few now.
All right.
One Punch Man. Okay.
All right. Main topic today, all right, for sure. You know, I think what we start off right now, you know, because Worlds is coming up. You know what I mean? For sure.
Oh, man.
And I love those matchups that you sent. You know, go ahead, put them up. Where were they at? Let's
see. World's gonna be crazy this year.
Off the bat, matter of fact, you know, I didn't even see who's in the open right now.
So okay, let's look up let me look it up. But black belt. So I was even looking because Desmond and Alex are going to Worlds, and so in the blue belt divisions, there's divisions with 81 and 90 people in it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be bananas.
For the blue belts, do they split up the days, or that's all one day?
So let's see. It starts Thursday. Blue and brown are on Thursday. Blue juvenile is on Friday. And female blue and brown. So adult blue, so basically Thursday, which is the first day, is all adult blue. That's gonna be nuts, bro. And brown. For some reason, I guess those are the lightest divisions. Because Sunday, the last day, is gonna be they're gonna finish out black, and they're gonna finish out they do the quarterfinals, and they'll do the semis and the finals all on Sunday. So that's gonna be nuts. And then Saturday's all black and purple, yeah. All blue, bro.
Where's Alex going? Is Alex going Rooster?
Light feather. Light feather. Bro, is this the brackets? Are the brackets are out?
Are they really?
Yo, I'm looking at the brackets. Light feather adult bracket. 4 different brackets, bro. Let's see. Yeah, Alex is in the first bracket. He gotta buy the first round. And then
how many fights is that? If you have like 80 people in your, how many fights?
7.
7?
They try to cap it out to 7, so they'll divide the bracket up. So like he had to buy the first round, so he's got 1.
Maybe it's just the
2,
old man in me, but just thinking about just
3
7 fights. Fuck that.
So you have 3 fights in your
My knees
division,
hurt just thinking
and then
about
4 or 5.
My fingers do.
Well, so it's funny the way they do it, because the way they always divide up the brackets in such a weird way. So like they'll have the 16, they'll do the 16, but then they split it up to where it all comes down. So like there'll be a bracket where like one person will have a fight and everybody else will get a bye, just so that they can narrow it down to the last person, and so they can end up with just a winner's bracket that only has like 2 or 3 different levels in it. So I mean, it's neat the way they do it. So, but it's like no more than 7 fights. So Alex and Desmond have 51 in their division. 51, bro. That's a lot.
They gotta be ready.
Okay. Oh, but since the brackets are out, since the brackets are out, wait a minute. Okay. Let's talk about brackets. So, which one you want to see first? You want to go to the one with Tynan? That's the dope middle.
Yeah, everybody wants to know who's going to take down Tynan. Honestly,
bro,
nobody. For sure, nobody. The dude is just on a different level right now. I don't know what the hell he's doing, what type of training and stuff like that, but obviously he's dedicated. What is this going to be, his 3rd?
I think so.
Maybe 4th? No, 3rd?
I think it's 3rd.
Uh-huh.
Did you see the documentary they had on him on Flow?
I was watching a little bit, not too much at all, so.
Man.
I've seen a couple other stuff, everything that he does, at AOJ and then out of his own home and stuff like that. I don't know if it's his, but he has a Porsche, right? I think it might be his parents. But I was like,
bro, well, think about it though. He's got super endorsements right now. I mean, a Porsche is nice, but a Porsche is hella expensive. Is it? It's his kimono. Is it King's?
It's King's.
Yes.
I think it's King's.
Yes.
I think it's. This is just me guessing.
I want to know how the sponsorships work with those guys. You know what I mean? Because it's not like a professional athlete like basketball or football or something like that, and they're signed and endorsed and like that. Yeah, but I would like to know the ins and outs of what their sponsorships look like. For sure.
So in Tynan's bracket, because he's in bracket number 1. You got AJ Agrozan, who is whatever.
A nobody, because I don't know who he is.
he's just a guy. You got Rolando Sampson, who he's decent from Autos, but Rolando.
Please tell me Ty is on the other side. They're not gonna meet until the finals. It has to be. It has to be, right?
Yeah, no, he's not. He's not in. Tyro Tolo is in bracket number 2. Oh, he's the 2nd seed because he won. He's a former world champion because he won last year.
That's middle, right?
That's the middle, yeah.
Let me. I'll pull that up on mine too. Keep talking. Yeah.
So Ty's bracket. I mean, you got Jansen Gomez from Checkmat, who's the
He's
third.
tough.
He's tough, bro.
He's been in a lot of finals, and I think he's just been just fell a lot short. Going against Hulk and who am I thinking? Gustavo. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but he dropped down the middle, so. But I don't know how that's going to affect him though, because he's been fighting against bigger guys, and now he's dropped down to.
It all depends on his weight cut.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how it's going to affect.
We'll get in a little bit of that later on, for sure. But the weight cut's a big thing, and obviously you want to be big, and not sacrifice a lot of energy and just nutrition and like that during your weight cut, But that's a balance that people are going to have to take, when especially when they drop down in weight, for sure. Oh, here it is, right? This is what we got. All right, so.
Bro, this is going to be. So, well, this is the first bracket.
Yeah.
This is bracket 1, so he doesn't see. So Rolando's on the other side of this bracket, so it could be that Tynan ends up fighting Rolando to finish their bracket
for the semis.
It down into the semis, and then bracket number 2.
Where did Torres, did he drop out of?
JT went to light, bro.
He went to light.
He went to light,
that
bro.
Smoke.
Bro, I'm not gonna say he didn't want that smoke, but so we were talking about this the other day with Pablo, right?
Yeah.
It's worlds. Like, you're trying to win. Like, you're trying to, let me go to the place where I have the best competitive advantage. JT Torres has the best. He has a better, because he's competed heavier than everybody else. So if he gets a good weight cut in,
who's that light?
At light is gonna be Mateus Gabriel, who is
he's coming back too, right? He's coming back. This is because
he won 2 years ago.
Yeah, he didn't compete last year.
He won 2 years ago, I think.
I think for COVID he won.
That sounds right.
1920, something like that.
That sounds right.
Mateus and Levi Jones Leary.
People love Levi, and Levi's got an amazing bolo. Mateus is gonna crush his life.
Yeah.
Levi's best chance to win was in 2018 or 2019.
Yeah, when he came on the scene and
when he got double DQ'd in the fight in the semis. He got double DQ'd off double guard pull because he refused to come up.
Yeah.
And if you
can't play that game, man.
You can't.
I'm a wrestler, so I don't have respect for a lot of people that just want to sit on their ass. Like, come on now, get up and now fucking show your wrestling off. You know what I mean? So that's all me. Freaking, that's how I feel about that. But hey, if you want to just sit down and drag your blood on the fucking man, then that's on you. You know what I mean? I don't even see him.
JT's got a tough road because he's got so Natan Chung is pretty good. He's actually really decent. I don't know if
he's ranked 30th.
Yeah,
he hasn't done nothing in a long time.
Because they do it by your points.
Yeah.
So he's probably got just enough to get in, and not just enough points this season to get in. But that also, I mean, Natan is good. Jackson the guy is good, who he may end up having to see. That's
that's a tough one.
That's Sammy's brother.
Yeah. And is Sammy going? He's going to light feather, huh?
I think so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wellington Diaz. So Megaton is in light.
Wellington. When is the last time you've ever heard someone named Wellington?
I've never read it. But bro, Megaton competes with Dr. Robert, who is Master 5 or 6.
What?
Bro,
I saw that and I thought he was just competing in Master 5 or 6. I didn't think he was competing in adult. This is adults, right?
This is adult. Megaton is Mackenzie Dern's dad.
Yeah. And
the dude is like, oh, there's a fight. Okay, let's just jump in. He's like, I'll do it. And he's like, bro, are you serious? He competes all over. He just competes. He finds a class to compete in it.
They don't have the open. They don't have the open on here though.
No, I was looking out. I don't know who's gonna be.
I'm wondering. Who do you got? What are the names? I just want to know some of the names. So I know Felipe is in there. He has to be in there.
So
how about
So Victor Hugo went down in weight. He's probably gonna be in there. I don't even think.
How about Eric?
Oh yeah, Muniz.
Eric Moniz.
Yeah.
Is he in there?
He's in. Him and his brother. If you check the ultra heavy bracket, I think they're ultra heavy.
Yeah, that sounds real big for them, man.
Bro,
You know, I would say super heavy.
bro, it's just 222, bro. I think it's.
Nah, they're not in there.
They're not ultra. Maybe they're okay. Maybe they're super. But it's him and his brother.
Yeah, super.
And so my guess is, because it's Eric and Anderson, my guess is that if they get down to a showdown and his brother wins the other side of the bracket, he lets his brother pass. Because Eric's already won Worlds. If I'm in the finals against my brother, right?
Man, fuck that. I am not giving up a world title. Man.
But did you? So Eric Muniz just signed a contract with Reebok Brazil.
Reebok Brazil.
He just signed a contract with Reebok Brazil, bro. So he's like,
They making geese now.
They're making E's. So he's like super blowing up. And you know they just made the switch over to Freitas from Dream Art.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not even.
What do you got at featherweight? You think Isaac is gonna come back in the finals?
Bro, featherweight's gonna be great. So,
Bro,
I can't wait to see the lightweights. I'm a big guy, but I can't wait to see the lighter weights, bro. Like middle and down. Like I can't wait to see the lighter weights, bro. Those are gonna be
Who's
crazy.
that light feather? Let's see what's that light feather. Yeah, but what about featherweight? What do you got at feather? No,
Bro, a contract with Reebok Brazil. That's nuts. That's big.
Yeah.
Dude got a shoe contract.
Yeah.
In a sport where you don't wear shoes. Right? Like what?
That's true.
Like what are we doing here? Okay, let's see.
Hey, it's just like UFC, you know. He freaking, you know, you got a rock deal, you know, freaking Under Armour and like that, and
Are you sure? You talking about you said feather or light feather?
Let's start at light.
Oh man, light feather.
Did I say like no? No, who's number one?
Number one in light feather is Miriam Alves.
No, I wasn't.
Who is
that feather? Let's go back to feather.
feather?
Yeah, featherweight. Yeah, featherweight.
Okay, so Dodelin's coming back from the win. Listen, I really do like Fabricio Andre, but I don't know, man. Like I don't know.
You know, recently, man, I you know, I feel like it might be Fabricio. He should have been there last year, but obviously, freaking that match against Samuel.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like he just dropped the ball. I think he was just showboating a little too much. You know what I mean? And then just didn't handle business, and then ended up getting caught. You know what I mean? By the time wise.
So I just feel like sometimes his head's just not there. I don't know what it is.
I think he's just too much of the entertainment. Like, man, he's a great entertainer.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, for sure.
Dude's an athlete, freaking great shape. You know, freaking skills is, you know, bar none, everything like that. And like, I feel at times when he's in there, like he's like, you know what? He just wants to fucking toy with these people. And you know what? And then freaking against Samuel, he was trying to do that, and he got up quick. He got up on points real quick.
Right.
And then started playing around, and you know what? This dude's here to fucking win, and this dude, you know, like that. And as a coach, I hate that, you know, for sure.
And Samuel the guy is no joke.
No, for sure.
At all.
Nah, you know, for sure. You know, you got one guy laser focused, you know, trying to make it to the finals and actually win the whole thing. And you got this guy freaking, you know, obviously great and freaking has won everything under the sun, you know, so far, you know, in the past, 2 to 3 years now?
Yeah.
And then you know what? This, you know, freaking got cut up on time. Freaking Samuel came back. You know, advantages started going into play, and the clock ran out, and ended up freaking losing.
We're in feather though, so check this out. In feather, keep your eyes open for the number 4, Alex Sodre. out of Nova Uniao.
Bro, they're always there. They're
Bro,
always,
the Soul Train brothers.
they're
Soul Train
always
brothers.
there clipping, you know, and freaking, you know, like they're just chomping at the bit, like that. Cause didn't they? Which one won the Brasileiro? Wasn't it Alex or Diego?
I don't remember.
No, cause
I think it was. I think it was Alex.
mm-hmm.
But
They're always there.
they're always at the end. Let me look it up right now. They win? Oh, well, here no sidewalk. Tell me.
Let me see. Hey man, that first bracket has a lot of heavy hitters. You know, for freaking.
You talking about with Sodre,
yeah, with
Campos, Samuel,
Isaac, yeah.
That's gonna be a tough bracket, bro.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a tough bracket. Is it Gabriel Sousa's there, number 8? Bro, that dude's tough, man. That dude's
second
really
bracket,
tough.
you know, you got Shane or Jamal Shane, yeah. Freaking. Let's see.
Oh, Osvaldo from Aries,
Mm-hmm.
Coxinha, he's there.
That first bracket's super tough. Super tough.
Oh, hell, Diego's on the other side of the bracket. They didn't even switch weights. I thought they would divide it up and like have 2 different brackets to conquer. I didn't realize Diego was in the same bracket as his brother.
I'm still waiting on y'all find any names on like the big names for the Open.
Mm-mm.
If I had to guess off the top of my head, I'll give it to Eric. For sure. Eric Moniz.
I don't
Because
know who's gonna beat him.
Nicholas Margara, he ain't even doing it, huh?
I don't know who's gonna beat him.
Yeah, he ain't even.
I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be so when you look at ultra heavy. The biggest name in ultra heavy is Roosevelt Souza out of Fight Sports, who's no slouch. Don't get me wrong, but he's not. And yet, Tan Bueno. So you got him, super heavy. Davi, I mean he's good. Devontae Johnson, I don't know if he'll do it. Now, if Kynan Dwarch jumps into the open, if Kynan jumps in the open, it's going to be a problem. Kynan's good, bro. Kynan Dwarch is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Gutenberg, I just feel like Gutenberg always like gives up.
He's still a tough match. You know what I mean?
He's a tough man.
Yeah.
I just feel like he always gives up. I mean, just like that match that he had with Cyborg a couple of years ago. It was like I was like, oh, he's handling him, and then he was just like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna chill here, and then he just let Cyborg do whatever he wanted to do. I don't know if he was tired. I mean, hey, I just don't know what happened. He was just like, I'm just gonna chill. So that was weird.
The Royals were kicking in,
Yeah.
I couldn't keep up with that shit.
Acai and Jesus. Let's see. At heavy,
man.
at heavy is Felipe Andrew. He can't beat him. Ryder Zucchi, really good. Lucas Barbosa. If they jump in, if these big guys all get into it, Adam Wierzinski, if these big guys get into the open,
Yes.
it's gonna be a big fight. It's gonna be a big because those are some really big. I'm interested to see who signs up in that. And then the last one is middle heavy. I don't think anybody under middle heavy has a chance to win the open.
No, it's just too small, man. These guys
They're
are
just-
just way too big, and then on top of that, man, for how big they are, you know what I mean? They move like fucking lightweights. It's just crazy. They're fucking bowling. They're fucking single, double X guarding, Z guard, like that. They're inverting.
Bro,
I'm like,
Eric?
you're 220 something plus pounds. Why are you moving like this?
Wait, Eric Muniz's guard is crazy. And for to be such a big dude, it's like, okay, well, good luck. Now the guy is like 4 times your size. I'm not saying that you can't beat him because there's that famous.
That dude's doing rolling freaking like rolling back takes and things like that off the guard pass and stuff like that.
That match where, bro, there's another dude, just completely off topic, in adult middle heavy, right? The number 6 rated dude, his name Wellington. like you never hear the name, and then all of a sudden it's like 2 guys in one tournament named Wellington. Like what?
There's another guy.
There's another dude named Wellington. Right.
We were watching an episode of Bridgerton.
Like, why are there all these people named Wellington in this tournament, bro?
It's such a random name. God,
so let's see. In middle heavy, with Elder Cruz, Andy Murasaki's doing middle heavy? Ooh, okay. Elder Cruz, Andy Murasaki, Isaac Behens, Manuel Hebamar. Bro, middle heavy may be good to watch too. I don't know these dudes from Lloyd Irvin. It's gonna be good, bro. It's gonna be good all around.
That's a tough school, you know. Obviously, some of these names that you don't know off the bat, and you look at the school that they represent and stuff like that. Like, for sure. In the second bracket, you got Gustavo coming back for sure.
Yeah, Batista's gonna be tough, bro. He's gonna be tough. I'm more keyed up to see Gabby Passanya's division. I don't think there's not. Now we're talking about the Gabby Passanya has won double gold in all the Grand Slams for the past like 2 or 3 years. She was killing it in Abu Dhabi before.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh hey, yeah, I'm over here now, wrecking people's entire world, bro.
No, yeah, ain't nobody's. And how old is she?
She's still in college, bro.
Or is she like 22?
I think she's like 21, 22.
About time, she calls it, hangs it up at like 26, 28. She's already winning like 20 world, freaking titles and Grand Slams and everything like that.
She is. When she.
Look how old she is.
When she collar dragged, I'm looking at her right. When she collar dragged.
Oh, bro.
Slut. Did you see? I can't remember that. Gabby Garcia, bro.
Yeah.
She fell like a ton of bricks. I was like, yo, this is embarrassing. No, I don't want to see Craig Jones video. Oh my God, they're spamming with this nonsense.
Let's go down
Born August 8th, 2000. So she's 23.
23.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's go down a belt and talk about brown belt, AOJ.
Cole.
Yeah.
A botch.
Yeah, Cole World. How do you think he's gonna do?
So I'm just gonna keep it 100.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've been watching Cole since he was a little kid, right? And sometimes Cole is
middle,
good.
isn't he?
Probably middle.
Yeah.
Cole is for sure. Cole is good, but Cole had a match at Purple Belt where was Pans. I don't remember what match it was, but he had a match at Purple Belt, and the guy gave him a run for his money. If I remember correctly, the dude won, and there was nothing about this dude that beat him. Like, it was nothing about the guy. Like, it was just like, whatever, let's talk about Cole. And hey, look, it is what it is. The guys, Cole is good, right? Like no slouch at all. But like there's some people out there that I just think that Cole is gonna have a tougher road at Worlds than people think. I'm not saying he's not gonna win, but he's gonna have a tougher road than people think. Because there's a lot of people out there that people don't pay attention to, and they just don't know who they are, and they all come in.
No, I'm not seeing him.
And they're all coming in. Is he in? He may not be in.
I don't see him at middle. I don't see him at middle heavy.
He may be light.
He's gonna drop all that weight. He's not at what's this? He's not at feather.
No, he's definitely not at feather.
Yeah, like I don't even see him at light.
He's the number 2 ranked dude in the 3rd bracket at light.
Yes.
So he's a brown light. So
Okay.
just even in his bracket, in the 3rd bracket, there's only 3 people. See, this is what I'm talking about, the way that those brackets run. There's only 3 people in that bracket at all.
Yeah.
It's just only three.
Yeah.
It's just that whole bracket only has 3 people in it. So he ends up getting like a really, but I at the same time, I don't know this dude, Osen Jr. from Team Cruz, and I don't know Jose Costa da Silva. Yeah, I mean those guys could be really good because it's just, you watch them and there's so many matches to watch. Like Like you watch the matches that you have to watch. I gotta see these because of who the person is. Yeah. And then you just kind of catch some of the other matches, and all of them don't have highlights. And you're like, oh, I'm not gonna watch this match because it just ended 2-0. But that 2-0 match could have been the best jiu-jitsu that you're ever gonna see. It just ended 2-0. So I don't know, but like it just at the Houston Open. Janata Alves lost to some dude in the 1st round. Margot Cicerelli lost to one of the refs when she competed. So you just like you just don't you never know who you're gonna be looking at, who you're gonna be watching. And you're like, oh shit, this is crazy. I don't know, man. It's gonna be good.
All right, so let's get into one of the first questions. I know that I was getting asked, and I get this asked a lot. For sure, and with this coming up, because you got guys that want to go down, you got guys that want to go up, like that, and perform at a high level, and so first question that I know I always get all the time is most effective way to cut weight for a fight. I'm gonna tell you right now, I've done it the dumb way, all right, for many years, all right. I'm 35 years old now, all right. I've been cutting weight since 14, 15, since I've been wrestling, in 8th grade, like that. And then now, I would probably say the last 3 to 4 years, I've, obviously just, with a lot of self-education and stuff like that, I've realized, what, I'm like,
you said education, not gratification.
No,
okay,
self-education.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Through self-education, like, for sure, you have to phase these things. What I mean? I'm gonna tell you right now that the biggest thing that people what I'm trying to say, like, don't pay attention to and stuff like that or the number one thing I would say you have to pay attention to, or off the bat do, is do not procrastinate. All right. I think that right there is as simple as it sounds. That's the number one thing, especially for these athletes. You know what I mean? Like that, they're like, oh, because at 35, all right.
Yeah.
How are you?
46. Bro. I mean, 46 this year.
How are you?
31.
31. You know what I mean? Shit does not work like it used to anymore. All right, and it started at 27 for me. I know exactly. All right, when it started for me. Okay, but I just can't cut weight no more like I used to. You know what I mean?
Oh.
My metabolism is as fast as it used to, and things like that. And so I'm telling you, like, you got, like, when I was fighting, in my early 20s, 21, 22, and things like that. Freaking, oh man, I can. I would just go out and drink on a Friday, you know, wake up, freaking train hungover on a Saturday, and freaking I got my fight out in less than a month, and I'm gonna make this 10, 15 pound weight cut like nothing. You know what I mean? Because fucking I'm young, dumb, and full of, you know, confidence.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut the weight. No, you know, don't work like that no more. Plus, on top of that, I was living on ramen noodles and dollar menu. I tell people all the time, man. I was stretching and pinning, you know.
Bro.
I was broke as fuck. I wasn't, you know, freaking steak and salad and shit like that. No. All right. I was just eating whatever I wanted, you know, throughout the week. You know, but it was just procrastination. I knew for a fact if I, you know, obviously just mindset now, you know, through trial and error and just, you know, through experience and growth, you know, if I didn't procrastinate, I wouldn't put myself in those situations no more where I'm just extremely dehydrated because I'm freaking just running.
Number two. Drink water.
Yeah, you know, so I would say to anybody that for sure that is getting ready and preparing themselves for a big you know, just a weekend tournament or a big tournament or any type of fight, you know, where you have to put yourself on a weight scale, is do not procrastinate for sure. You know that's the number one thing. You know, set a goal out, and like for me, I would phase it, you know, either 2 to 3 months, you know, out. You know, for sure.
That's the best way.
2 to 3 months. I know for when I was fighting, you know, our camps were about 3 to 4 months. You know, so it gave us a little bit more time. You know, obviously the more time you got, the better you can phase your diet and your exercise, you know, with it. But
bro, I was in those fight camps with you.
Yeah, for sure.
None of us cut weight until the last week, bro.
That last week, and and I don't want to go off on the tangent, but you know, I know you told us the other day, you know, hey, did you watch that McGregor thing? And I watched it all, and I was watching his cut. And like in a couple hours, he cut like 5-6 pounds, and I'm like, God, man, you know, like it can be done.
Yeah.
You know, it can be done. You know, but I'm like, is it sustainable? Is it healthy? Like, nah, these kids, you know, like you can't do that shit to yourself.
Bro, worse than so IBJJF is different.
Mm-hmm.
But you remember we used to compete in Naga all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Day before weigh-in, I'll never forget my brother's birthday. It was April 25th. So one weekend, I was getting ready for Naga, and I was like, oh, I'll just eat a hot dog, whatever, no sweat. My weight was good, but I was at the barbecue, so I started grubbing.
Mm-hmm.
I was grubbing. Not drinking alcohol, but just like fully hydrated, all this stuff. And my weight was up.
Yeah.
Bro, I was 20 pounds over the week of the fight.
Yeah.
And I was like, so it was cut water, train, because, you know, Saul had his training.
Yeah.
So train in a garage with no AC, with the bay doors up, with a sauna suit on, so you sweat, leave there, go to 24-hour fitness on Louisiana, cycle in and out of the sauna, and completely dehydrated. Like, I couldn't blink. Like, my eyeballs, lips all white. We all used to look like Tyrone Biggum. like, we would like straight up crackheads. We were like, man, can I just smell your hamburger? And it was crazy. Stepped on the scale and made one. And at the time, so when I started training, Eric would remember, when I started training, I was 250. I got all the way down and I was competing in lightweight. So I was weighing in at 165.
What?
I was like super crackhead skinny. Like one day Renee had to hold me up on the scale.
Yeah.
Like crackhead skinny. So then got to Naga, weighed in, made weight. I got off the scale and I had a fierce melon Gatorade. I used to, bro, this is how real it is. I used to have my routine. Like I would have an Antoine's sub, super original, a 20-ounce Coke, and a fierce melon Gatorade. And that's what I would, like when I got off the scale, like I was like electrolytes, sugar, carbs. Like that's what I did right off the scale. Got off the scale, we weighed in it at St. Thomas. I walked out, I chugged the Gatorade, chugged it. And then it felt like somebody stabbed me in my stomach because I was empty and I was completely dry. And it was the worst feeling I ever, you know what I'm talking about,
bro. Like,
bro.
I tell people all the time, I'm like, you don't know weight cutting until you can hear yourself blink. Right? Yeah.
Bro.
I like, cause I fought at 145, you know.
Yeah.
I'm 5'9", I carry a lot of weight in the off season and stuff, like that. And so I never really liked cutting a lot of weight. So I made sure to always stay active in the off season. So I was always floating around 155. Like I never really got above 160. I just hated cutting that much weight. So with those first 5 to 10 pounds, easy.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about the last 5 pounds. You might as well just make, if you hear me talking about, I can't lose this weight, like you probably thought, if you just close your eyes and just hear what I'm talking about and stuff like that, you probably thought I was like some super obese person, that couldn't lose nothing. I was like, and I'm talking about 5 pounds to make 145, you know what I mean? Like, it just does not, come on. And so like, okay, let me go back now. Let's go back, all right, like that. For sure, like it's because, you procrastinate, you know what I mean? You procrastinate, you wait till the last second, and then, I try to tell people now, after all these years of me really knowing and understanding and trying to manipulate water weight, because that's all we're really trying. That's all we're doing. We're just manipulating water weight. We're not really effectively cutting fat, like that, and shrinking those fat cells. Let's be perfectly clear. You're not cutting fat. You're not turning it into muscle, or it's not going. No, it's there. You're just shrinking those fat cells. All right. Mm-hmm. So. I try to tell people all the time, I'm like, you're waiting for this long, and you're putting your body in this extreme stress, mode, all right? Your body is freaking out. What you're telling your body is, oh shit, I'm fucking dying.
Right,
I mean?
right, for sure.
Let's take it to the extreme. That's exactly, you're sending those type of signals, is that, oh shit, we're fucking dying, all right, like that. So, and then on top of that, all right, I give another type of imagery, like, all right, if you're homeless, and you had a fucking double cheeseburger, all right, and someone came by and talking about, hey, let me get some of that. Are you really gonna get me that double cheeseburger?
Right.
All right.
It's what your body does.
And then on top of that, you're homeless. You have a double cheeseburger. Someone's asking for it, and then you don't even know when's the next time you're gonna eat. Mm-hmm. Let's really put yourself in that mindset. Are you 100%. Really? Oh yeah, for sure. Here you go. No. Hell no.
We gonna die for the double cheeseburger.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's what you're doing to your body, you know what I mean?
100%.
You haven't fed it, all right? You're taking you're trying to manipulate water weight, all right? And then on top of that, you're fucking, hour cardio, sauna, freaking, and things like that. And
in a sauna suit, wrapped in a blanket.
Yeah, all this dumb shit, freaking that, everybody thinks that, this is the way to lose the weight. Which is not, you know what I mean? And then you're telling your body, hey, we're gonna do this for what? So we can perform at a high level.
It's insane.
If you're gonna do all that stuff, because everything has its place.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go, everything has its place. So I wouldn't even think about cutting water until the last day, until the like I weigh in tomorrow. So maybe I'll stop drinking water.
I'm gonna challenge you on that. All right, I wouldn't say to the last day. What I would always say, so my whole point of what I'm trying to say right now is through phasing, is because you're starting to cut things out and you're acclimating your body. Mm-hmm. All right, this week I'm drinking this much water. Next week I'm gonna have to cut it. About
I gotta tell you,
like that.
Scale it back.
Yeah, scale it down to I gotta cut out a liter of it. You know what I mean, like that. And your body has to be acclimated to that. For sure, because if you're let's say you're drinking your gallon of water every day and you're staying on top of that, but you're cutting your food out, and then boom, what are you doing right now? You're still all you're doing right now for making weight, to step on the scale for that 1 second, you make weight and then get off, you're still manipulating your water weight.
The water weight.
All right, so you're telling me that, okay, you're gonna mess with your food, and then at the very last week you're gonna completely freaking cut all the way down to like 2 cups of water a day. Nah, your body's still gonna freak out. I'm like, just on the extreme side like that, but it's just phasing it. All right, don't procrastinate. All right, that's the biggest thing right now. You can't procrastinate. Really set out a calendar, out and like that. So if you're a month, 2 months, 3 months, like that. Obviously, the longer you can really plan it out in advance, the better you are. You're gonna be out, to not procrastinate and have a set plan. All right, because let's say, all right, for me, and I tell people all this. All right, let's say you have 3 months. All right, you're getting ready for a tournament out 3 months. Like that first month, all right, it's not like you're really changing anything at all, like that, but you're gonna start to cut all the crap out. Talking
Yeah.
about, you know, the sodas, the candies, like that, freaking the fast food stuff.
Mhm.
You know, like, you know, you're cleaning those things up.
Right,
You know,
right.
you know, you're not eating like a dickhead. Let's just say it like that. You're not
Right,
eating, you're
right.
not eating like an asshole.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, where okay, you're gonna still eat with, you know, the same amount what you're doing, but you know, you just know it's not gonna be highly processed stuff, and you're starting to clean things up, you know, and not really take like I'm talking about more your caloric intake. You know, your caloric intake isn't messed with, but the thing is your nutritional
But the way
value.
you get- the way you're getting the calories.
Yeah, the nutritional value of all the calories are starting to really freaking go up.
for
You know,
sure.
like that for
Yeah.
sure. So that first month, all right, you know, okay, you're starting to acclimate your body. You're starting to give it a nice clean fuel. You know what I mean, like that. Let's just put it in those terms. All right, for sure. When like that second month, that's when you take your first cut. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now you're starting to, you know, weigh out your food. You know, rule of thumb, you know, you don't want to you don't want to stick around about 250 calories, you know, 300 calories a cut like that. Extreme is like 500, you know, like that. I wouldn't even say do that even for the second month at all. You know what I mean? So if you know, if you're already there eating like that, clean, 3 meals a day, you know, obviously, and drinking your water, then that second month, then you're cutting about 250, you know, 300 calories like that, and then for sure weighing out your food in measurements like that, you know, to start to really that. So you know, now you were going in from week 4, now from week 5 to week 8, like that. Now you're doing that cut. That last one, all right, that's when you're gonna start cutting your carbs, especially when you're manipulating, you know, water weight,
Fluid,
all right,
yeah,
water
for
weight
sure.
itself. Carbs is a big thing, you know, freaking that you know, for sure. This is one thing that I heard, and y'all can fact check me. This right here, all right. For every 1 gram of carbs, it holds on to 3 ounces of water.
Yeah, it's about right.
Yeah, all right. Like
Yeah.
and like when you do that math and stuff like that, you're like, damn, that's crazy. You know what I mean? So when, you know, don't get me wrong, your body needs carbs. It loves carbs. You know, when you're trying to perform at a high level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So on the off season, yeah, for sure, carb it up. You know, freaking get a nice, good freaking carb, you know, dinner, and then you get your workout in the morning. You're gonna feel fucking like Superman, like that. You know. Like that, but you know, as for, you know, on a Saturday, on a Saturday when you're performing, especially IBJJF, when you're stepping on the scale, like less than 30 minutes, you're already freaking on the mat, you know, like that. You know, you can't afford to be having those you know, big, heavy loaded, you know, meals that the month of,
Right.
when you know you're gonna have to step on the scale, and so, you know, that last month when you're phasing, then you know you're starting to cut the carbs out. You know what I mean? What I would recommend is that you will have your you know, you start your carb cycle like that,
Yeah.
where you
That's
have,
right.
yeah,
Every
you know,
Friday,
down.
every
yeah,
Mondays,
that last month, you know, for sure, you know, you start the carb cycle. You know what I mean? What I would do is I would already start to train my body in the beginning of the month, give it carbs, and then throughout the month, Saturday, because Saturday is the day that you're gonna, you know, step on the scale and compete, is you know, you start to, you know, weed off your carbs.
Weed off your- yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like
Train-
load on Sunday and
Yeah.
then
Load on Monday.
yeah.
Yeah, like that. Load on Monday, and then throughout the week, you're cutting it out and doing the whole salad thing like that. And so your body understands, like, you know what, freaking, you know, we're gonna have to perform at a high level on fucking, you know, some lettuce and tomatoes.
Yeah.
So I've always said this because if you watch, and I'm not just talking about like so like Eric keeps talking about the off season, right? I've never understood, like, in the off season, like you have professional athletes that like he's a running back. So during the season he weighs 205, but in the off season he's 315. And it's like, bro, you're a professional athlete. Like, all you have to do is work out. Like you don't have to do anything else. You make millions of dollars for it. So even more than procrastination, I say you start with the normal. Like Eric said, when he fought at 145, he never went over 160 because you at least give yourself a decent target range.
Right.
So in that
But
3 months, I'm only going for 15 pounds. Like
Yeah.
like I'm.
It's a little different. I'm gonna say it's a little, you know, okay, it's a lot different. All right, for the fact, like someone like a basketball player, baseball player, football player, you know what I mean? They have a set 3-4 months that they're in season,
Right.
and then what are they doing for the rest of the year? They're not doing nothing to play fucking golf, like that. They are
They should
getting
at
their
least be
workouts.
jogging.
Yeah.
They're not doing that. As for like fighters, boxers, kickboxers, jiu-jitsu, MMA guys,
People could take a bite on a moment's notice.
in a moment's notice. You see,
Yeah.
that's why I didn't like to have like that. I had to be ready within a certain like that, 'cause-
So like for us though, like that, because
Mm-hmm.
I mean realistically, that's what we all compete in jiu-jitsu, right?
Mm-hmm.
So realistically, if you're talking to me about cutting weight, I'm like, look, don't be a fool and get 30 pounds over what your division is, and then be like, I think I'm just gonna make it down. Like you may make it, but
Nah,
you're not gonna be able to perform. You're not gonna be able to perform.
No.
You're gonna feel like shit. You know what I mean,
Yes,
like that. And
100%.
for sure. So then, all right, let's get back to those people that are getting ready for something like that. You know what I mean? Like, is it worth it? You know what I mean? There's times where it will be worth it if you really scale yourself and phase it throughout those months like that, and you feel good. Your body's already used to like that. Because I know when I phase it, and then I know when I'm phasing it, and because right now I'm usually walking around 180. You know what I mean? And I like to fight at light. So that means at 168.
11 pounds, yeah, 12 pounds.
So that means that once, I fight at 168, but then obviously because we weigh in with the gi, my body weight has to be about, I like stepping on at 162, in my boxers on the scale.
Just under.
Yeah, just under. You know what I mean? So from 180 to 162, what is that? That's almost a 20-pound cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, but I know when I'm facing and I'm feeling good, right at 65. I know how my body feels. And I know, like, I don't even have to be on the weight scale. And I'm at 165, and like that, I can just feel it, you know what I mean? And I'm just firing off, you know what I mean? So if I can just maintain that, if I can peak the week week of at 165 and then just get that weight cut, like, it's worth it. I know I'm gonna perform great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I'm coming in, like 168 of the week of, even like 170.
That's a lot to lose.
And then now, yeah, you know what I mean? Fucking life is happening. You never know. And I own my own gym, so and I'm an instructor and things like that. Like shit, kind of all that stuff. If I'm not on top of that stuff, and and I know I'm like 8 to 10 pounds away to make that cut, I'm like, it's not gonna be worth it. I'm gonna feel like shit. For sure.
So you just said something that a lot of people don't understand, but you have to 100% know your body.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like I can look at my legs and there's a vein that comes up in my leg, see it down my calf, and if I see that vein, I know that I'm 195 or under.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I see it, I'm as soon as it pops up, I say I'm at least 195, and I can go straight to the scale and I'll step on it 194. But before then, you don't see the vein. So like if you know your body,
Yeah.
you know when everything's firing. Like you can just feel it. You can be like, oh yeah, this is my weight. This is how I feel. And you also know.
I'm gonna tell you what's up. Right? Go ahead.
No, but you also know when you're like when you see it and you're not right.
Right.
And you're like, oh no, nah. This is.
I'm gonna
bad.
tell you right now, when I know, I'm like, hey, it's time for me to get on my grind again. All right, is that when I'm doing my stretches and then I go inverted and my stomach get in the way. I can't even fucking get my toes behind my head, this inverted stretch because my stomach in the way. And I see you that.
Yeah.
When your stomach, I'm flexible, and then your stomach over there is suffocating you.
Oh, that's me for sure.
Oh yeah.
That's me for sure. I end up knowing where I'm at just by there's my favorite pair of jeans, and as soon as I put them on, it's that little roll that it goes right over it. I'm like, too much, gotta go.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what a lot of people don't like. They don't think about is everybody's body's different. So what the way the cut works for Eric will be different for you, will be different for me. But you have to. But even though the general principle is the same, like you need to know what your body can do. So one of the things that Saul used to tell us all the time when we were getting ready to cut weight is he would say, you remember the 1 day cut? Like 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out, he was like, just do a 1 day cut. Like just 1 day, see how much weight you can lose in a day. Like just see what your body could do. Which was, it's kind of strange, but it gives you a benchmark of your body. Like it says, this is what I can do. If in one day when you run 3 miles, sit in the sauna for 2 hours, do push-ups, and all this time you have on a sauna suit, and all you can lose is 2 pounds, like that tells you that if you get into a panic situation, you're not gonna lose more than 2 pounds.
Yeah.
So stop. Like you need to figure something else out, because it's not gonna be. Don't be 3 pounds out and be like, oh, I can lose that in 24 hours. No, you can't.
I know right now. I can tell you right now. If I go out and I run my 3 miles and then I get a good hard training the night of, like that, 3 to 4 pounds max. Like that. I know in just one day. You know what I mean? And like I'm exhausted. I'm tired. My legs are weak and like that. Do I want to go the next day and perform? Freaking on some weak ass legs like that? Nah, I don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like people don't understand that, you know what I mean? And like obviously how important your legs are, in any combat sport.
Any sport, period.
Yeah. Freaking.
Except Special Olympics.
No.
The first episode. All right. Hey, we're here and we're live. Sweat equity, I'm telling you, all right?
God.
No censor. All right. Getting back to it. All right.
My bad.
Yeah, it's just, but generally, to cap it back off, freaking, and I'm already basing, like, I don't want to get in full nutritional things, like, off the bat, I'm just already basing it with, these are competitors that are getting into 3 meals a day, that already, freaking eating on a routine,
right?
And stuff like that. Getting their water in, for sure, like that. So I'm, this is for the people that are already doing that, So that, generally speaking, A, you cannot procrastinate. B, the longer that you can phase and really, plan out accordingly, months in advance, the better you're gonna be off, for sure. And and that's with anything, obviously freaking, people, with anything you have a goal and stuff like that, you're gonna have to sacrifice some stuff. You're gonna have, and plan things out, for sure. I think the biggest thing that we're talking about when we're younger and stuff, like, I'm like, we just think we have all fucking day, you know what I mean? Like that, and we don't. Now older and wiser, hey, please just take this, with a grain of salt and really try to apply it as like a plan that shit out, for sure.
Yeah.
Don't procrastinate, freaking try to phase it out, 2 to 3 months out, for sure. And then from there, it's just now you're going through those phases throughout that month where, you're cleaning up, you're scaling down, then you're cutting hard. You know what I mean? Like that, you should really just take it like that. So the first month is cleaning up, second month is scaling down your food, like that, and then the last month is that hard cut.
That's solid.
For sure,
That's solid.
And so it gives your body time to really acclimate. Yeah. For sure, and it's not sending these all, to freak out signals and things like that, because for sure you're gonna do that. People just don't really understand, what your body's doing and how much when you're starting to put it all under the stress and stuff like that. There's good stress, but everything that most people are doing is just giving it horrible signals, bad stress like that, and then your body freezes and it closes off and it doesn't want to do shit for you.
Well, they don't, because your body's designed to keep you alive. Like that's like your body's not designed to die. So whenever you start doing stuff that's like, wait a minute,
I'm happy.
What?
What?
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna let you die. And so people think that starvation diets are like good. Like the reason intermittent fasting works, completely different topic, but it's because your body will burn up stuff for a while if you don't feed it. Mm-hmm. But then it gets to a point where it's like, wait a minute, we're not eating anything. I'm gonna hold on to all this, and anything that you put in here, I'm gonna hold on to, because I don't know when I'm gonna feed me.
Just going back to that homeless cheeseburger thing. That's, really pay attention to that, for sure. Yeah.
Your body is designed to keep you alive.
I'm like, 100%. One thing, and I'm happy you said that, because there's something else that I tell people, when I'm giving them free unsolicited advice and stuff like that. Because I had a kid in here the other day, training and stuff like that, and we were just going through just pad work. You know what I mean? It's for someone that's not doing it, yeah, it's a high intensity interval training and stuff for them, you know, but just someone that's, you know, conditioned and they doing it, you know, you should be going through it with no sweat. You know what I mean? For sure. But, you know, this kid ended up fucking, you know, I think we're round 4 or 5 and fucking just started blowing chunks, you know what I mean? Like that. I was like, hey, go ahead, sit down and get some water. You know, this dude